sponsor, Karen Odell.
Oh, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, you got to come up here. You can't avoid it any longer. Can everybody hear me okay? All right. I think it's good. Okay, good morning and welcome to our 8th annual Athens Free to Breathe 5K. Raise your hand if you've been here 8 years in a row. Anybody? Julie and Tiffany have. How about 5 years? Who's on their 5th year? Great, awesome. Thank you so much for being here, you guys, for coming out to show Athens and the world that it is time to take a stand against lung cancer. With the help of all of you, this year's event has already raised over $75,000. That's enough to fund almost 3 months of life-saving lung cancer research and to help find better treatments. So together, we are Free to Breathe, and we are dedicated to doubling lung cancer survival by 2022. Since 2006, Free to Breathe has raised over $12 million through events like this one, and with the money that we've raised and what we're raising together this year, we're able to fund innovative new research, education and awareness programs, including our research grant aimed at stopping lung cancer metastasis. The money you're raising is immediately helping to extend and save lives and to change the future of lung cancer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We couldn't do it without each and every one of you. And now, everybody welcome me with a big round of applause. Let's welcome Tiffany Hudak, one of our co-event chairs.
Thank you guys for coming out today. This is amazing. We have never actually had this many people, and it's just so cool to look out and see everybody here. And I thank you all for coming here today. Thank you. And I know many of you are here today for personal reasons, just like all of us are. You've received a lung cancer diagnosis, or usually someone that you love has received a diagnosis, and we all know how devastating that can truly be. Me personally, I lost my mother 12 years ago to lung cancer, and then about 3 years ago, I lost my aunt, and then I've also lost a very, very good friend. So it has touched all of us personally, and it is something that we really, really take very seriously and want to strive and make a difference at. And one of the people I'd like to introduce is a guy that we've roped into doing this for a few years now. His name is Kirk Smith, and he's not only living with a diagnosis of lung cancer, but he's absolutely thriving at it, as you can tell. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kirk Smith.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. About 2 years ago, just a month after finishing on the podium at a half marathon, I was diagnosed with lung cancer, stage 3B lung cancer. That was the day after Christmas. And the man that gave me and my wife that news is TJ Martin here up on stage, and we were just talking about that a few minutes ago, that my guess is, and he confirmed it, that I don't think he thought that I would still be doing 5Ks and half marathons 2 years later after that diagnosis. But I am. But I was also, one of the reasons is I was extremely lucky to get an amazing oncologist, Cynthia Shepard, who's right out here with her husband, has helped keep me alive. And she's also helped my wife and I be very optimistic and realistic about this and understand what's going on and what we're facing. But the truth of the matter also is what we're here for, which is funding research, and research is one of the main reasons I'm still alive. The medication that I'm currently on is what keeps me still going. However, the reality of that is also that at some point that medication is going to stop working, that cancer will start growing again, and I'll have to find another medication, which is why we are here funding research to find that. However, I don't want my message for this to be a downer. I'd rather today be about hope and optimism. So one of the things a lot of you guys already know, that I've put a challenge out there for everybody doing this race, and I'm going to issue it for those of you who haven't heard, that every person that can beat me today in this 5K, I will give an additional $25 to the cause. I'm seeing a lot more fast people here than last year, so I'm getting a little bit worried that I may be coming to borrow some money from a couple of you guys. Anyway, thanks for all the support, and thank you all for being here today.
Thank you, Kirk. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Julie Miller. I'm the other event chair. I'm here today, and to keep my story brief, I lost my mom 10 years ago to lung cancer. Just a year ago, lost a close cousin, and then, of course, everyone probably has heard or knows Allison Tackett, and her memory is alive with these pink flamingos that are everywhere. So 3 people that I'm really close to that have been lost to lung cancer. So that is why we're here today. And as you've heard, we've raised over $75,000. That's the most we've ever raised at an event. So thank you very much. And this is also the most people we've ever had pre-registered for an event. So that's awesome too. Almost 500 people pre-registered. So I want to encourage each of you just to have a good time running, walking. Those of you who are fast, come on. We want Kirk to have to write a big check today. So stretch, do whatever you got to do to warm up and get ready. And I also have the pleasure of introducing Dr. Martin, who actually went to medical school with my little brother. So it's kind of nice that I get to introduce him today. So, Dr. Martin.
Well, I'm not a great public speaker, so I won't be wowing you, but I do want to say on behalf of the sponsors, myself being a physician at Athens Pulmonary, how much we really, really appreciate you guys raising money, coming out, participating, and investing in what we're doing here. And it's exactly what Kirk said, which is providing hope. And it's really awesome. We just moved here about 3 years or 2.5 years ago, and this is our third event that we've participated in as a family. And it's really amazing just in 3 years to see how much this has grown because of you guys. And what I've seen and learned in my short amount of time here in Athens is that we aren't individuals going at this, but really a community. And so if you look around, this is part of your community. People who really care about people who have been affected by and are being affected by lung cancer. And we've decided to come together and invest our time and our resources, our bodies to help fight it and to give hope. So again, thank you guys so much for coming out. And I will be the guy pushing a stroller, not beating Kirk, but we will certainly do our best. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Dr. Martin. And thank you, Kirk, Julie, and Tiffany for being here. And I manage several of these events around the Southeast, and I just want you to know what a special community you all are here in Athens. It's so nice when I come here, and everybody's so friendly and warm, and you all support each other so much. So thank you so much for helping to build this movement that's so important here in Athens. We're extremely honored to have several other people in attendance with us today, along with Kirk, who have personally heard the words, "You have lung cancer." And some have chosen to wear their blue event t-shirts today. We're so grateful that you all have chosen to be here because you inspire us all. And today we stand with you in hope. We also come together to honor those of you who are currently or have cared for a loved one with this disease. We thank you for your dedication and your love. We celebrate your strength and your memories and the eternal connections that cannot be broken. There are many of you here today who are here to remember someone who has passed away from lung cancer. So let's take just a moment to honor them and everyone who has faced this disease with a moment of silence. These individuals and memories fuel our determination to take action and support everyone who has or ever will face lung cancer. As you're participating in the event today, take a moment to talk to the others around you about your connection to lung cancer. Sharing stories is both healing and important to bringing awareness to this disease. And now, we want to recognize those of you who have taken up the call to action and climbed to the top with your fundraising for this year's event. And to announce our top fundraisers, please welcome back Julie and Tiffany.